My name is Ayushi Jain, and in this video, we are going to talk about string functions in MySQL. Guys, string functions allows us to manipulate strings in the way we want. If we want to convert a string into uppercase, lowercase, or even if we want to extract some part of a string, or if we want to replace something from a string, we want to remove white spaces from a string, all these things can be done using the functions of the strings. And that's why in this video, we are going to talk about functions which are associated with the strings. So let's get started, guys. Before we start the video, if you want to become a successful data analyst with WS Cube, then WS Cube Tech is bringing their premium data analytics mentorship program. Its cohort 2 is launching in September. So if you want to be a part of this journey with WS Cube, then click on apply now. Now let's get started, guys. So here, I'll take an example. In the classic models, we have been working on this data set where we have customers. If I open customers, this is how the customers data looks like. Now here we can see we have first name and also the last name. So say if I write select contact first name and first F for first needs to be in capital from the name of our table is customers. If we call this is the name of our customers. What if we want to find the length of the name of the customers in order to check whether there are white spaces or not? See, in that condition, what we'll simply do is we'll put a comma and use a length function. A length function allows us to check the length of any particular column. So if I copy this and paste it over here, and now if I run it, what we will notice over here is that we will get the length of the particular column. So here if I say Karine, Karine has Carine 6 letters, but here it's 7 mentioned. For another example, let's say Jonas. In Jonas, there should be 5 letters, Jonas, and here it's mentioned 6. That means there are white spaces in our data. How do we deal with these white spaces? See, what you can do, you can utilize trim function. Trim function allows you to remove white spaces. How do we make sure if trim is working properly or not? Let's have a look on that. See, what I'll do, I'll use trim and I'll apply it on contact first name. Okay, let's close it and run it. But how do we make sure if it is working properly or not? After applying trim, let's also apply the length function here. So if I apply the length function along with the trim function, and now if I run it, now you will notice what that Karine has 6 letters, which is reflecting over here. And Jonas also has 5 letters. Previously it was 6, now it is 5. That means it has removed the white spaces. So if you have white spaces, whether in the starting of the string or even towards the end of the string, and you want to remove those white spaces, in that condition you can utilize the trim function. Now similarly, we have many more functions over here. For example, let's say if I want to convert the contact first name into upper cases, all I simply need to do is put a comma and write upper function. Upper function will convert our contact first name into all upper cases. So if I run it right now, you can see all the values have been converted into upper cases. Similarly, we also have lower cases. For that, you simply need to write contact first name again, and I'll write contact first name over here, and now if I run this, it will be converted into lower cases. So you can convert any string into upper or convert any string into lower as well. Similarly, we also have functions to extract something from the left of the string or from the right of the string as well. For example, see, here we have Karine, right? Carine. What if I want to extract first 2 letters of each name? In that case, I'll use a function called as left function. Left because it's on the left side of the string. So from the left side of the string, which string? The contact first name string. Okay, how many characters do I want to extract? I want to extract 2 characters. So if I close the bracket and run it, you will notice that first 2 letters of each word has been extracted over here. So this is how you can extract anything from the left hand side. So if I put 3 over here, it will extract 3 letters from the left. Similarly, if you want to extract anything towards the end of the string, you will utilize right function. In the right function, again I'll mention contact first name and I'll put 2 letters over here. And now if I run it, you'll notice what? That in Carine, okay, in Carine only alphabet E is over here. Why? Because we have not trimmed it. Carine had white spaces, right? So if I put a trim function over here and now if I run it, you will notice what? That there are two letters over here. So you can trim the value and then you can extract the value from it if towards the end you have white spaces in your data. So you can utilize multiple functions all at a time. Similarly, we can also use mid function. If we want to extract some part from the middle of our data, then we can utilize mid function as well. How to do that? Let's have a look on that. We'll use mid function on what? Contact first name. We'll put two more parameters over here. First is from where do you want to extract your data. The second one is that from which alphabet or from which number you want to extract your data. Not alphabet but the number. So say I want to start extracting from the third position. So we are talking about the position over here, that from the third position I want to start extracting. So I'll say from the third position. So in the case of Carine, I will start from R and I want two letters only. So I'll put two over here. So position and then number of characters. Name of the string, position and number of the characters. So first one is name of the string, that is contact first name. From which position you want to extract, that is third position. How many number of characters do you want to extract? Two characters. So that's why I've mentioned two over here. And now if I run this, you'll notice what? In the Carine we get RI. In the Gene we get AN, as A starts from third position and then we have two characters only. If someone names only has three letters, for example, let me check if someone names has three letters only. There might Jan. Okay, Jan only had three letters. So you can see over here that only N is reflected over here. Add only had two letters. That's why there is no value over here. Okay. So similarly, you can see how we can extract from the middle of a string. Also, we can replace our values from a string as well. For example, let's say for any particular reason, my keyboard wasn't working and instead of E, I have put A everywhere and I want to replace E with A. Okay, so what I'll do to replace E with A, I'll say I'm going to use a replace function on what? On contact first name. Okay, on contact first name. And what do I want to replace? I want to replace E with which letter? With alphabet A. And now if I run it, you will see Carine has become Carina, Jean has become Jan, Peter has become Putter. Doesn't make any sense, but yeah, you can replace values as well in other context. Okay. Similarly, we can also utilize this function to join two columns as well. How? Let's have a look on that. So some string functions are like that. For example, if I call everything for now, that select everything from customers, and if I run this, I'll get all the data from our customers. Say I want to join contact first name and last name to make a full name. Okay, why? Because let's say later I want to find the number of employees over here by the help of name, or I want to see which employee is handling whom. See, if I sort down the first name, you'll notice that Leslie, two Leslies are here. One is Leslie Jennings, one is Leslie Thompson. If I only find the data, you can also see the same with Gerard over here. Okay, there are two Gerards over here. So if we only find the data based on first name, we will be confused that which employer we are talking about. So in order to join the first name and last name here, using our queries, we can utilize a function called as concat. How concat will work? Let's have a look on that. We'll say over here that select. Now I want two columns, the first column, first name and the last name. So we'll use this function called as concat. In the concat, I'll put the first name, comma, the last name. From the name of the table is employees. And now if I run this, you'll notice that both of them have been joined, and you will also notice there are no white spaces in our data. So in order to give the white spaces, we'll put a double quotes, put a space and put another double quotes, and you'll notice that every name now has a space between them. So this is how we can concatenate two of the columns as well by using concat function. Now, if I want to join another column as well, let's say I want to join any other column, let's call it job title. I believe there was one column called as job title. Yeah. So Diane Murphy, she is the president, and Mary Patterson is a vice president sales. Then there is another guy who's vice president marketing, sales manager, and then we have sales representatives, right? So you can see we can join as many columns as we want. There is another function known as concat ws. See what concat ws will do. Let's have a look on that here only. I'll write concat. I'll also put a comma here. I'll write concat WS. Concat WS stands for concatenate with the separator. We want to concatenate, but we also want to put a separator over here. So first thing we'll do is define our separator so that we don't have to provide our separator multiple times. Now we can directly put our column names, that is first name, comma, last name, comma, job, title. And now if I run this, you will notice that we can directly put the name of our columns without putting the separator multiple times. All you simply need to do is define your separator first, then define the number of columns or the name of the columns that you want to put over here. So this is how concat or concat WS is different from each other. You cannot utilize concat WS if there are two different kind of separators over here. So suppose if this one have been a hyphen, okay, in that case it would have been better if we would have had used concat instead of concat WS. Okay, so this is how we can utilize string functions to do any manipulation related to the textual data in our database over here. I hope string functions are clear to you. We have talked about several string functions. Also, you can rename these columns. So any column that you want to rename, you can rename them. So if I want to give it as full name, I can give it a full name. And here also, if you want to give it any name, you can just give it a name towards the end of the column, and it won't be a formula anymore as a header, but it will be a name that you have defined here. I hope that it is clear how we can utilize string functions in MySQL. Stay tuned guys, and for more such video, follow our channel WS Cube Tech. Thank you.